Hey everybody, Tony D and Little Joan here with a screenwriter's rant on A Life to Regret, a feature film which I'm not sure what ethnic group this is based around. I want to say Nigerian. I'm not sure if I'm getting the right accent, but it's directed by Leo Brown and it's some kind of drama. It takes place in an ethnic community which I'm guessing is Nigerian. I'm guessing because the Nigerians they produce quite a few movies. There's definitely a market for it, but the movie is in English, and it's subtitled for some reason, which I'm not quite sure why. So, but it's a little unclear what the movie's about. It's obviously some sort of drama. It has a local community that has rappers and various people. There's a scene where a kid has to go to a hospital. Another scene where they shave off this girl's hair. And I'm thinking it's Nigerian, but I may be wrong on that, so don't quote me on that. And it's definitely a drama. In this scene, the guy's begging for money, but the trailer itself is just a little too disparate. It's just a bunch of elements that are thrown together. It's from BJB Films, out on the 20th. I do like the title. I like that title, A Life to Regret. That's a really good title. You know me, I'm big on titles, but I don't even know who the main character is. This trailer is terribly cut. Terribly cut. You know, it just has a lot of elements here. And see, that name, the star, that to me, that's a Nigerian name, isn't it? It's definitely African, I would think. It definitely sounds like an African name to me, but it's hard to pinpoint. And I wish the people who put this trailer together didn't assume. See, this is the same problem I had with The Legend of Vox Machina. It's like, you make all these assumptions. You can't make those assumptions. You got to assume that people coming into your trailer know nothing. And that's why, a lot of people say, do you even watch the trailer? Yeah, I watched the trailer first, and then I click through it because I can't play it because YouTube always ends up flagging me eventually. I have some of my old videos, you'll see that I play the trailer, but I don't do that anymore. I got flagged too many times. I had to take down the videos. So rather than get flagged, because I'm such a nitpicker, I click through it like this. You can go watch the video. It's called A Life to Regret. I really like that title. That's a really good title. It's definitely a good title for a drama, but I have no idea what's going on in this trailer. It's just a bunch of elements. This is a bad stunt here. Where she's supposed to slap the woman and she misses her by a mile. And this is probably, this is a problem with low budget movies. And this is pretty low budget, I would guess. You don't have a stunt coordinator, man. It's hard to make a slap work. Yeah, you're better off just slapping the person. Seriously, just slap them. It sucks. It sucks for the actress, but it's worse, I think, for an actress to have a scene like this where you miss by a mile and then go, oh, my face. I mean, you got to snap your head just at the right moment if you're going to miss. But you should at least, when you're doing a slap, you should at least brush the actor's face a little bit. This is the kind of slap you do when you're trying to coordinate that. It's hard. Hey, don't get me wrong. I've done it. It's hard to do. It's hard to make look real unless you just say, all right, just friggin' slap me. A lot of actors just do it. All right, just slap me. Try not to slap me too hard, but just slap me. You don't want to hit the ear, of course, because you could end up popping an eardrum. So you want to hit you want to kind of graze the face. So at least you make contact, and then hopefully the actor can just snap their head to make up the difference. And the sound effect can help, and if you cut away at just the right moment too, that'll all help. But it's tough. It's tough to make a stunt work. I've done it. It's not easy. Is this movie good? I couldn't even tell you what it's about. The trailer's definitely a fail. The trailer is a fail. I guess, I mean, this line gives you some inkling. She beats me all the time, every time. I can't do anything right. Is it an abusive relationship? Is it a mother and daughter relationship that's abusive? Or, I've heard, I watched an episode of SVU years ago where the characters were Nigerian, and the deal was they would bring in immigrants and then abuse them. And so is it that kind of situation? Is it, and it was all, they were all Nigerian, like the people who brought the Nigerian immigrants in were also Nigerian. So it was like, but they were rich and they would abuse poor people essentially. So is that the situation? I don't know. There's not enough info here. It's just lines from the movie out of context. You need a little bit more context. You got to assume, hey, look, everybody loves watching a good movie. This takes place in what I assume is an immigrant community, or maybe it's in, again, it's hard to tell. The first shot has this bridge, which looked like America. Let's see if I can get to the bridge. Yeah, there it is. This reminds me of a bridge in Delaware, so I was wondering if it was a Delaware community. Or is this in Nigeria? I don't know. Again, I got nothing, no clues here. The rapping tells me maybe there's a whole rap game thing going on, but they all speak English, so I would think it's in an immigrant community somewhere in America. Maybe Delaware, if that's the bridge I recognize. And maybe they're Nigerian? It could be another African ethnic group that I'm unaware of. I'm not that familiar with it. So, I say Nigerian because I've seen Nigerian movies before, and I think they've got a bit of a emerging movie industry there. It could be Senegalese. I don't know. But there should be more information on this trailer. So, trailer fail. Does it look like a good movie? I don't know. Maybe. I mean, it's at least in English, so I can understand it. I like watching movies about other cultures. It's sometimes very interesting, but I don't know. I don't know what this movie's about. Is it about the rap game? Is it about drama between people? It doesn't appear to be a crime thing. Is it a drama about a family? I don't know. You didn't tell me enough. So, anyhow, but I do love the title, A Life to Regret. So if you want to check it out, February 20th. So that's it for me, Tony D and Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for our more bass takes. We've got a news blast and a Hollywoke hot take. And I talk more about Vox Machina. We'll see you in the next one.